So this past week I was listening to someone talk, and it was about shared characteristics of not necessarily even successful people, but successful actions that people take and make that make them successful. And it is doing on these decisions, taking action on these decisions of either someone they want to be or where they want to be living or doing. And a lot of people don't reach this alternate reality that they create in their mind because they don't act on these decisions. You know, the action that you take on something you want to do either makes you successful or unsuccessful. And a lot of people don't act on these decisions either because they don't think they're smart enough, they don't think they have the resources, the time, or more importantly, they're afraid of what other people are going to think. They're afraid that when they fail at trying to step out of their comfort zone, that someone's going to say, hey, I told you so. I told you shouldn't have done that. But the thing is, the people that hate, the people that talk shit, and the people that want to point their finger and wait for you to fail, they're more afraid of you. They're more afraid to step out of their comfort zone and take this huge risk, this huge jump of the unknown to try to make a successful action out of that decision. And the thing is, you only need to do it once to be somewhat comfortable with it. Whether you succeed or fail at that one time, it's like a snowball effect. So the first thing I ever decided to do was start a business. I didn't know how I was gonna do it or where to even start, but I knew that I was 100% committed to that. And I did it, and I made it happen. It took time. I failed multiple times, and I succeeded multiple times, but we grew it and made it happen. And that snowball effect just is attributed to the rest of the decisions you make and act on in your life. So I started another business, and I went into the military, and now it's to the point where there's things that I decide I want to do, and I know I want to do it. And without having all the answers or almost no answers, except for some mitigated risk, I act on it. And I trust the process, and I figure out a way to make it happen. And for example, the things I did the past year were the ruck march, the 150-mile ruck march, and the marathon. Those were all things that I decided to do in a matter of 5 minutes, and I started acting on them within those 5 minutes. There's things you decide to do and you know you want to do them. You're never gonna have all the right answers. You're never gonna have almost any of the answers when you first get started. But the commitment, the 100% commitment to making it happen is what's gonna make you successful. And that's that shared characteristic of successful people and successful actions ultimately. The reason I bring this up is because I know it's one of my strengths. And the people around me know that as well, that when I decide I want to do something, whether it's this second or it's something I'm planning for the future, I'm going to make it happen. And I don't know how I'm going to make it happen originally. Like right when I think of it, I don't think of all the ins and outs of what makes it tick, but I know I want to do it. And I act on that decision. So I guess my biggest piece of advice that I've used is decide and do. You don't need all the answers. You don't need to know exactly how it's going to work. You just need to know it's what you want to do.